Well, hello my viewing audience. Thank you for coming on back, watching another vlog today. If you are a first time watcher, well, why not subscribe? Press that little button down there. We do have some interesting videos every once in a while, and around we roll. Well, we sort of join this day in progress. I've been out in the garage looking for that missing key. I've lost a couple of days here waiting for the key to show up. I've searched my office, searched the house, searched the vehicle, searched everything that I can think of where it could be. And I've been out here in the garage trying to find it. I've got this weird thing in my head, maybe it's just delusion, but it seems to me that I brought it in here and hung it on a nail. However, that was months ago, and well, I could be just imagining that, or maybe it was real. But all I know is by the end of the day, I will have that lock off one way or another. Well, this here is essentially the same lock that is on the trailer that I want to cut off. As you see, we have the ball that goes up into the coupler, a plate that kind of protects the coupler from being pried upon. And this is the plunger that tightens on against the coupler and holds it all into place. Now, of course, I could probably run a sawzall or grinder or something along here, cutting that and effectively releasing it from the trailer. Another idea I have is maybe drilling out the lock set. Another idea I have is putting some heat to it. Melting it out, melting out the innards. However, by melting out the innards, I stand a strong possibility of not getting it apart, period, and still having to cut it because, well, if my MAP gas does not get hot enough, then it's not going to melt out the innards like needs to be melted out. So I'm pretty much going to give this garage a thorough look over. I know it's a disaster and it's a mess, and if I had it cleaned up, I probably would have been able to have found it the first try. However, in the perfect world, there are magical little gnomes that come out at night and clean the garage up for you. But in the real world, or at least my world, no matter how much I try, there's always other things that come about that take away from my time needed to get things done. So we're going to get this going and rolling, get the old search underway. You never know, we may find the key, we may not. But whatever is, we'll end up with a video out of it. So yeah, you guessed her. We'll probably see y'all later. Well, a little bit of an update for you. Well, we got her drilled out. It's a little bit of a scary idea how simple it was to drill it out, how little protection there is, or how much false protection there is when you put behind a device like that. As you see, it's no longer on the coupler, and it is setting, well, inside the garbage trailer. As you see, I drilled out the lock, went right in the front, drilled out the pins, drilled out the tumbler, all that good stuff. And now she pretty much slides freely. And the scary part is I timed it with my phone, and the official time that the phone said was 3 minutes and 22 seconds. However, it was less time than that because, well, I pressed the button on the phone, turned the camera on, grabbed my drill, and I did that twice. So it was probably 3 minutes flat. And I essentially drilled out the only security feature on the trailer. People use these things for their holiday trailers and expensive boat trailers. This here is just a cheap utility trailer. Just imagine if it was a $3,000 or $4,000 boat or more. I have no idea what a boat even costs. You know, quad trailer or whatever, right? I understand, you know, that nothing is theft proof. All these deterrents that we do, you know, locking our houses, locking our barbecue, locking our bicycles, even locking the truck, is just a deterrent. If you're determined enough to get it, you'll well, get a tow truck and take the whole truck, or you know, break a window or whatever, right? There's no real way to stop anybody from stealing anything. You essentially stop the lazy ones and slow down the determined ones to the point where they may or may not give up. But pretty much, guys, now I got to hook the trailer onto the truck, back it onto the grass, and haul that stuff up and out from the basement. Here we are. A little bit of evening update. Well, the day was a good day. So far anyway. I still kind of feel bad about drilling out that lock. However, you got to do what you got to do, right? You know, you lose 3 days looking for a key, and well, you make the choice and you stick with it, right? It's one of them things, I guess. There's only so many things a person can remember, and things get misplaced, lost. I'm pretty sure I didn't leave it outside, and it's nowhere around, well, the office, like I said, or the garage, or gone is gone, I guess. I don't know where things go. In the perfect world, you know, there'd be other copies of it, or some fancy little, you know, key caddy, but it's the way it went, right? You kind of try to keep things together, but sometimes things get misplaced. I forget, I think I've had to cut maybe 1 or 2 other locks in my lifetime. One was seized, rusted, and the other one I had lost the key for. However, that being said, it's been years since I've had to do anything like that. So got that all drilled out and got the trailer backed up on the lawn, and well, that's about as much progress as I made for the day in well, that end of things. Other stuff going on, obviously, that takes a bit of time away. Takes some time to deal with all that, and we can get back to dealing with the basement project, hopefully later on this week. I got a timeline that I'm trying to fit it all into for everything to happen, obviously before freeze up, and accommodating the furnace people as well as my schedule. There is times where, of course, you're away from the house and you need to be here for them, because, well, when people are in my home, I like to be close by, so if there is a issue or a problem, we can deal with it now instead of putting it off for later. So of course, guys, probably end up doing some editing tonight. I have 5 vlogs that I shot that I need to get edited up and ready for the YouTubes, as well as there's 1 or 2 Maxwell's World videos I might as well run through the editor and get them up to the YouTube as well. And it's hard to think about it. It's hard to wrap your head around it, but I'm already starting to gear up to do uploads to take me through the end of September. So before you know it, it'll be winter, right? Where does time go? How quickly it passes by. Before you know it, you know, you will be back into summer again and doing things next year, right? But you guessed her, gonna go in, do a few more things. Probably see y'all when it's done. Here we are. We come to the end of another day. Well, it was a good day as always. Once again, any day above ground's a good one. Well, got that lock drilled out, got a few things prepared for the upcoming days. Unfortunately, did not get back to cleaning up the basement, but well, that's what tomorrow's for. Hopefully the wind noise is not messing over the audio, but according to the weather forecast, there is a storm coming through. I'm not sure if it's going to hit us or go, north or south. Storms usually go around us, or if they do hit us, then they are a big one. So, time will tell on that. I guess Edmonton and area is getting the storm, and wait a little bit, it'll end up being here. Well, if it's not storming tomorrow, then I'm going to work on the basement, get all that stuff up and out and cleaned up. Maybe even do a lumber run. We'll have to see what happens there. But pretty much gonna end her all here. Today was a good day. Tomorrow is another one, and around we roll. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.